This is forbidden ground. Welcome to another episode of Forbidden Ground. We're 3 weeks out from the archery hunt. We're going into my number one spot. It's a challenge to get to. I actually have never been in this exact spot. I've been around it, but not in it. So what we're doing this weekend, we're going to get in there, prove the route, see what challenges we may face, and see what kind of animals are up in there. It's still green up here. The fire danger is moderate, so this has been a real good year. Should be a good year for antler growth. We're hoping to see some really good bulls. This place is so isolated. The bulls should not be hunted that much, so we should have opportunity at a good bull. I've done a lot of research. I spent probably 4.5 years researching this unit, combing through it using Google Earth and scouting trips and hunting trips, and this is the best place. So stay with us and see what we can do. It's morning of day 2 of our limited entry scouting trip. We made it in here yesterday, set up camp. We did a little scouting, saw 20 head, came off the top way up high. We're at 12,000 feet here. It's probably close to 13 up there on that mountain. It's pretty grueling to get in here. I was pretty wore out. Today's a little better. Still need to drink more water, but anyway. We got up real quick this morning and saw some more elk. They're way over there. We're gonna try to beeline it over there and see if we can get a better look at them. The bulls have not shown up yet. I think they're on the other side of this mountain over here. There's a north-facing slope over there, and I'm pretty sure that's where they are. The trick is to find the cows, the bulk of the cows. So looks like they're hanging out over in this one drainage. I got a trail camera with me. We're gonna go see if we can hang it. We need to try to find a better route in here. It's a little bit too hard. The route that I took, it takes too long. But we'll see. I don't know if there's another way in. I'm just worried about getting a big elk and getting it out. So we have to do the best we can. Anyway, that's the story. We're heading out. We'll see ya. Bye. That footage that you just saw was across the canyon in another drainage. Those elk are too far away. But still, it's a north-facing slope. Wanted to get some footage of them. Still trying to get to these other elk. Stay tuned. We just barely got these elk on camera. They're a mile away. There's 3 good bulls in there. One really good one. We just walked away from those elk. They're 50 yards. I didn't have enough cover. We're better in the trees now. They were headed my direction. There's about 6 head right here. And there's more down in this valley. I counted about 17 this morning. Wow, those calves look young. Swirly. Be really careful. There's probably 25 head here. Maybe it broke off. Looks strange. It's a broken antler is what it is. Yeah, he snapped that off. That's probably the best evidence of a rut area you can find. It's probably the 4 by 6. Got a cool looking hole right there. Snap that puppy off. Huh. Well, I'd say that's pretty good evidence right there. So we're going to try to hang a camera down there in these trees. It's the only bedding area for the elk. So I just don't know where. It's going to take some calculations. Anyway, we're going to take this home with us. Just because it tells a story. People ask, what is forbidden ground? Forbidden ground is areas, number 1, it has to hold elk. It has to consistently hold elk. But number 2, it has to be very difficult to get to. The reason why the elk are there is because people don't come in there and bother them. They don't get hunted that often. It's where the bigger bulls hang out. This place is very hard to get to. It's a draw unit. Takes lots of years to build points. And the people don't come over here.
The horse hunters have to come in from way down on the eastern side, and because they need trailers to get their horses to the trailhead, and this is not, you can't drive trailers up in here. So the access point from this other direction, you can't get a trailer in. It's like Jeeps only. And this way here, if you come, you can drive a truck in here, but you ain't gonna get a trailer. So they'd have to ride a horse 15 miles just to get here. And then the guys that are hiking, they see that cliff area and they say there's no way. But man, I know there's gonna be tons of elk. We saw, I'd say almost 200 head this morning on that hill. 150, 200 head. It had 3 good bulls in it. One was the biggest one. He's probably 320. I can't, looking through a camera, it's hard to tell. We'll see when we get home. But forbidden ground is places there's a barrier of some kind that keeps the hunters out, keeps the hikers out. It lets elk be elk, and so it lets you come in there and hunt them like you're all alone. And that's what we're hoping for here. We're all alone with elk. The bigger bulls should be in here because nobody comes here. There's another place that has more elk. I know that they have more elk over there, but it gets pressure. And the hunters come in there. So hopefully no hunters, no pressure, bigger elk. We'll see. See you later. We got these elk spotted again. I didn't know where they went. So I took a lunch break and now I found them. They're 150 yards away. I don't know if I can get good footage. We'll see. The wind's kind of dicey. I had to sneak up to some trees. He's right there. There he is. He's looking 350-ish. I just don't know where he came from because I never saw him. He must have been with those cows. He's really wide. Just took a look at him through the binoculars. I think he's a 350 bull. His fronts are so big.
Well, all things considered, think we had a really good day today. We got on those elk for most of the day. We saw them early this morning and kind of followed them. We kind of figured they'd gone down in those trees because they didn't disappear out of the canyon. I'm going to call that canyon One Shot Canyon because you're going to get one shot at it. If you spook the elk out of there, they're going to go up and over the ridge into the next canyon. The good thing about this area is it's open. The bad thing about this area is it's open. So the elk can see you a quarter mile away easy. They spotted a couple of elk. That herd spotted a couple of cows coming off the top and watched them as they moved in closer. So the wind's got to be right. Everything's got to be right for you to get into those elk. Try to steal that bull out of there. I set up one camera. Wish I would have had the other one, but that's the way it goes. That bull, his body's so big that it's deceiving how big his antlers are. But I think he's 350. His front end is so big. His thirds are super long. His fourth points aren't that long, and his fifth and sixth aren't. His sixes are pretty good, but the fifth point is, probably 3 inches long is all. But he's a big bull. He's got the big drop belly, which is what you want. That's what you can use as a gauge to tell you if he's big or not. It tells you he's probably a six-year-old bull, and we'll see if he's here in 3.5 weeks. We have to go out tomorrow. Gonna get back to work. Wish I had more time to check a different route in, but I don't. We're gonna leave some gear here, the tent, a few other items, stove, heater, propane. We're probably gonna move camp closer. It seems like they're all in that one canyon, so that's where all the action is. That's where the broken beam was found. I found the broken beam. I thought it was a shed, but it's a broken beam, and it was off of a heavy 6-point, but he wasn't really big. And I set that camera up close by there. I know there's trails through there, so I know they'll kind of go through there. Like I said, I wish I would have had the other camera with me. I would have set it up too. Down in the trees, it's got a lot of beds. The grass is green in there. It's pretty cool. It's about 50-50 deadfall and live pine. There's no aspen up at this elevation. So I've noticed that the elevation is affecting my stamina. I have to stop and catch my breath more often. I probably need to hit the treadmill a little bit more and see if I can't change that. But man, I tell you, it doesn't take very much, and I'm tired. So, out of breath is what it is. Kind of, first day was really rough. I mean, the first day in here it was hard. But, we probably saw 250 head of elk today. Given the other side over here and this side, that herd looked like 150 at least. This herd here is about 30 to 40. Count all the calves. That bull I don't think was with them when they came off the top. I think it was 2 herds that merged together. The one I saw last night and the one I saw this morning. I think they merged together, and then they picked up that bull probably in that bedding area. That's probably where he was. Anyway, it's interesting to see a bull with cows now. Usually only the little raghorns are hanging out with the cows. But the big herd had a big bull with them. This herd had a big bull with them. I don't know. Are there bigger ones? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Usually the big bulls, they don't hang out with the cows until it gets closer to breeding season. things could get really interesting. I think we picked the right canyon. I just hope and heck that we can get up in here and not freeze to death and be able to get that bull out if we get one. The shots will probably be long. I need to practice my shooting. Anyway, it's 7:17. Try to get some sleep tonight. Get up in the morning and just head out. Should take about an hour and a half probably to get off the mountain. Probably takes about 2.5 hours to get up here. I was carrying about 55 pounds. I'm worried about the number of trips it's going to take to get a bull out of here. No one can help me. All my friends are committed or too old. So I have to do it. Still, it's really exciting. I wish I could come here every year. I might just do that just for fun in the summer anyway. We've been pretty good at getting leftover tags. I haven't seen one for 2 years, but maybe next year they'll have one. Might be able to snag it. That would be really good. I could have snagged an antelope tag this year, but I just didn't have time. It's the same unit I hunted last year and the year before. So, all right, gotta go. This is the end of this trip. See you later. Bye.